Hi, everyone. I know I didn't plan this live stream, but it just had to be done. So if anyone shows up, thank you so much. I see Ellison is there. Ellison, thank you so much for coming. Ellison has been a great supporter of the other channel. He comes to live streams. He participates in conversations through in the comment section. Thank you so much for coming, Ellison. If anybody shows up, please say your name, or if you're waiting there, please say your name and where you're from. Where are you from, Ellison? Let people know where you're from if you don't mind. Okay, so this is my very first live stream on this channel. I have another channel called Snap Language. Ellison from Brazil. Welcome, Ellison. The other channel is about language, linguistics. It has a lot of instructional materials as well, reading videos, grammar videos. I decided to create Snap Language Learner a while back because I started getting a lot of comments, a lot of questions in the other channel about English grammar, and I noticed that a lot of my subscribers over there were learning English as a second language. So I didn't want to mix the two channels, so I decided to create Snap Language Learner for people who are still learning English, or people who already speak a good amount of English, but who want to improve their language skills. So I created a quick presentation here to let you know about Snap Language Learner. If you're not watching this live, it will be, the recording will be available so that you have an idea what Snap Language Learner is. I actually had some people from the other channel say, hey, I saw your other channel. Are you not doing Snap Language anymore? Are you moving to Snap Language Learner? No, the plan is to maintain both channels, but to use this channel, Snap Language Learner, for people who are learning English or want to improve their language skills in English. So what is on Snap Language? What is on Snap Language Learner? I have to know where I am. Okay, so you have videos for English language learners. Videos will cover all the basic skills, right? Vocabulary, grammar, listening, speaking, reading, writing, and eventually I'll start adding videos about American life and American culture. These will be I think they will be interesting for people who want to improve their listening, and the videos will be about American life and culture, but they will also include an instructional component. So whatever vocabulary is used to create the video, I'll have a lesson, like a separate lesson for vocabulary, how to use the video to practice listening and things like that. That will take a little while, but I will explain why things will move a little slow at first, and I do need your help. I'll explain it in a bit. So what does Snap Language Learner offer? Well, English language lessons. The idea is to have lessons for beginners, intermediate, and advanced learners. For beginners, it may take a little while, but I already posted one video over there, which was for intermediate and advanced learners. So people who are starting English from scratch usually have some difficulty using YouTube videos to start learning English, like from zero, because they don't understand the video. If I'm going to introduce, say, vocabulary or a grammar point, people say, well, you're explaining everything to me in English. So there is a way for me to cover beginners also, but as a starting point, I'll focus on intermediate and advanced learners, and then every now and again I will throw in a lesson for beginners. Now, if you are an intermediate learner, a lot of times going back and looking at the beginner material is good for you. It's a good review. A lot of people think, oh, my English is very good, but then they start making mistakes and they don't understand why what they're saying is incorrect. That's because it's time for them to go back and review the earlier stages of development of the language to remember and to get even better at it. So there will be videos for beginners, intermediate learners, and advanced learners. I'll just have to roll them out very carefully so people don't get confused. This is the first video that I posted. I posted it last week. You can see from the thumbnail right here on top, it's very clear that this video is for intermediate and advanced ESL vocabulary, okay? Also, this will change from vocabulary to grammar to listening, to depending on the skill, it'll be here. So if you see a thumbnail like this with this greenish cyan color, you will immediately know that, oh, this is for me. It's for intermediate or advanced. I'm going to have different colors for beginners, intermediate, and advanced learners. So you should be able to see the thumbnail and right away know what the skill is, what the level is, just from the color. The more videos you watch, the more used you'll get to, you'll be able to differentiate them. What else does it offer? Well, some people ask me, why snap language? Why is it called snap language? Well, snap, if you do something snappy, you just get to the point. If you're telling a story and just go straight to the point, it's snappy. Come on, snap to it. Like sometimes people are telling a story and they're going on and on and on. Somebody might say, come on, snap to it. Like go right to it. So that's why I decided to call the channels Snap Language and Snap Language Learner, because sometimes on YouTube I see a video that, they go on and on and on. At the beginning, they introduce themselves and they start chit-chatting and talking. And then finally they say, okay, let's get into it. Well, let's get right into it to me means, we're going to do it. We're going to talk about it. But then I look at the time and it's already like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes into the video. So usually I don't do that. I have a quick introduction and I get right into it. Literally, I get right into it because I'm not going to keep going on and on and on talking about stuff that's not really important. Okay. What else does it offer besides snappy videos? In video practice, that's something that I think is lacking in many instructional videos. They explain something, they tell you how it works, they give you some grammar rules. All right, bye, see you next video. And I go like, wait, I won't remember any of that. So whenever possible, where it makes sense, I will include, one second. Wherever it makes sense, I will include some in-video practice. It will be part of the video. So I'll introduce the problem, explain, give examples, whatever the video is about. And then there will be one portion of the video where you will get to practice that information. Because if you learn something and then you move on to the next video, you will forget everything that you learned in the first video, right? So by providing some explanation and then immediately some practice, give you a chance to use the material, even though you're at home, you're not interacting directly with me, but it will give you a chance to think about it, practice a little bit. And during the practice, if you start making mistakes, it's like, I keep getting this wrong. Well, rewind the video, watch the explanation again, and try the practice again. And also, you will have practice or extra materials on our website. Okay, if you go to snaplanguage.io, you will get to our website. And a lot of times, the video itself will have it will have a link in the descriptions that will take you to the website where you can read about the topic. You can get some additional information about that particular topic. You can do some practice exercises over there. I may add like a worksheet, like a PDF file with more information on the topic. So the idea is you have a quick video, you learn something, immediately you get to practice it. And if you want to go to the website, read more about it, do more practice, if there's a PDF, you can print it, you can work on it later. I am giving you a chance to not just watch a video and forget everything, but to watch a video, learn something, practice it, go back, do it again if necessary, print something, work on it, really learn it. Anas Mustafa, hi. Anas is another great supporter. Thank you for showing up, Anas. I know it's kind of late for you. Welcome. Welcome to another channel, Anas. This is Snap Language Learner. It's good to see you. Okay, let me show you right quick what I'm talking about here. So let's say this is my website. Let me go to a different screen. Nope. Yeah, this one. Okay, so if you go to my website, there's a link up here to ESL lessons. You have basic, intermediate, and advanced. You can come in here and just take a look at what I already have there. I started this about a year ago. It will take me a while to really add a lot of information there. But one way that you're probably going to find the materials here will be through YouTube. So let's say you find this lesson on the website. It talks about less and fewer. It's a grammar lesson. So you can read this very brief explanation here. Then, oh, there's a video activity. Oh, so let me click here. That will take you to YouTube.
Welcome to Grammar and Style Tidbits with Snap Language.
Okay, so there's a lesson here on fewer, fewest, etc. Okay, if you go to the description, it says related materials, including practice. So if you click here, well, it'll take you back to the website. Okay, so if you watch the video on YouTube, look at the descriptions, see if there's a link to the website. If you find it on the website, hey, I can watch a video on YouTube, okay? Sometimes, especially if your level of English is not really high, just reading an explanation, your brain doesn't really absorb it very well. But if you read the explanation and you watch a video, and then down here, oh, you get to practice, okay? So you're supposed to use fewer, fewest, less, etc. So let's see, among all students in my class, I made the less mistakes. Let's see. Oh no, it's fewest. Okay, so you can come in here and see John spent less time than I did, but I made less mistakes. Oh, no, he spent less time. I made fewer mistakes than he did. Oh man, I'm making a lot of mistakes. So let me go back, watch the video again, and then you can come back to finish this lesson. If you have any questions, or I still don't get this, go to the video, to the comment section, send me a comment, and I'll be glad to answer it. So this is what I mean by having practice on the website, and this is integrated with the video. What else does Snap Language Learner offer? Well, you're having lessons by a linguist. It's me, an experienced instructor. That's me. And an experienced course designer, okay? I am a linguist. That's my degree. I have a lot of training in linguistics. I've been a linguist for a long time. A lot of people don't quite understand what a linguist is and what a linguist does. A linguist is not just someone who speaks a lot of languages. That's one definition of a linguist, but it's not like, it's the popular definition of a linguist. Okay, a linguist is someone who goes to school, go to college, and you take a bunch of courses to learn how to study about languages, what languages are, how they work, You study phonetics, phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, and so forth. And then usually a linguist will specialize in one particular area of linguistics. Okay, I am a linguist. I've been a linguist for a long time. One of the areas that linguists are interested in has to do with language acquisition, how you learn a language. And a sub area of that is second language acquisition. Okay? The way we learn a second language or a third language or a fourth language. When I say second language, I mean a language other than your native language. When you learn a second language, it's not quite the same as learning the language as a child. Okay? A child, we're born, your brain is ready to receive any language. Okay? Once you learn your native language and you go on to learn other languages, your brain is already kind of set. Your brain has already created, connections to learn your native language or your mother tongue. And then learning a second language, it's different. It's not exactly the same. If anyone tells you, "Oh, I will teach you English the same way that a child learns English," you should question their methodology. They don't know what they're talking about. Okay. So because I am interested in second language acquisition, I became an instructor. But among other things that I do, I started teaching English a long time ago, and I've taught in the private sector. I taught English in Brazil. I've been teaching English here in the United States for a long time. Right now, mostly I teach college students. These are college students that they either come to the United States to go to school, or they have been living in the United States for a while, but their English is not very good, so they need to improve their English before they can start taking college level courses. So that's where I come in. So I teach people from all over the world. I mean, literally, I've taught people from Russia, from Korea, South Korea, from Mexico, from Brazil, from Japan, from just all over the world, all over the Middle East, which is quite exciting. I love doing that. It's also very challenging because each student has a different problem area depending on the language that they speak or the pronunciation. They need different lessons in pronunciation depending on where they come from. So it's challenging, but I love doing it, and I've been doing it for a long time. I'm also a course designer, meaning I've created courses from scratch. I mean, I've created English courses, how to teach this in English. I've created those. I've taught online for a long time. So when, during the pandemic, when people were forced to go to online courses, many of my colleagues, other professors, they were in a panic. They was like, I've never taught online. How do I do this? They had no idea how to teach online. And I was like, I've been doing that for a long time. I've actually designed courses for online teaching. So this is what Snap Language Learner offers: a linguist, an instructor, somebody that has experience, somebody that will create quality materials for you. Also engagement, and this is where it starts getting a little questionable here, because in the other channel, Snap Language, I reply to people's comments. I've been posting a lot of information to the community tab. We have channel members now, so people can become a member of the channel and get extra materials, extra information, and so forth. Snap Language Learner cannot do that yet because I don't have enough subscribers and I don't have enough people that have watched my videos. I'll explain that in more detail. But right now you have the comment section. As soon as I get, I think it's 1,000 subscribers, I'll start posting things to the community tab. So it depends on you guys, it depends on you. When you subscribe and start engaging in the comments, YouTube will start giving me the ability to do that. Okay. For channel memberships, I don't remember. I think I need like 20,000 subscribers, something like that. So YouTube keeps adding features to a new channel. Even though the other channel is not new, this one is kind of new because I opened it later, and so it's kind of messy. One way to offer engagement will be through these live streams. So I've already talked to Ellison, talked to Anas. I know these people. Okay, I've never met them before. I know they're good supporters. Like I said, Ellison, he shows up for live streams. Anas stays up late at night sometimes to watch a live stream. Anas doesn't have to do that. I mean, you can just wait for a live stream to become, a published video. But no, Anas wants to be there because of the engagement. You get to talk to me. You get to ask questions while the presentation is going on. I can do that on Snap Language Learner. Obviously, I'm doing it right now. So I will, starting now, I'll start having some live streams. And the live streams will have, hey, Carlos. Carlos is another supporter. He was there, I think, last Saturday on Snap Language. Carlos from Spain. Welcome back, Carlos. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for supporting Snap Language, and now thanks for supporting Snap Language Learner. I appreciate it. Thank you, Carlos. Okay, I lost my train of thought now. What was I saying? Okay, so starting now, I'm going to start doing these live streams. The live streams, what I have in mind will not just be, telling you about the channel, but I will have lessons. Sometimes I'll have lessons. Sometimes I will answer, like if somebody asks me a question in the comments and I think, hey, this is a great question for me to have a live stream about, so I can create a live stream and talk about that. Hopefully when the channel has a lot of subscribers and I start, doing the community tab and all of that, I may be able to get enough questions and requests from subscribers and in the future from members to start creating live streams to address your questions, to address your issues. Okay, if I get a lot of people saying, oh, I have a problem with, I don't know, the present perfect tense in English, I may have a video about the present perfect tense, and then I can do a live stream going back to the video and then doing some exercises, answering your questions live, which is really cool. I love doing stuff online. Creates a lot of engagement. I get to actually get to know the people that subscribe to the channel and talk to them and answer their questions right there on the spot. Yeah, I think it's great. So that, I can already stream to this channel. I'll start doing that starting now, and not just every once in a while. I'm thinking probably I will do it like every Saturday. I need to decide on the time and all that stuff because I'm already doing a live stream for the other channel. So, but just keep your ears to the ground about that. You'll get more information about it. Now, what methodology is used on the channel? Well, I try to always include easy to understand examples. Then I have some discussion or explanations about the topic. As I mentioned, a little practice. And where possible, for some selected videos, they will build on each other. So for example, let's say that I do one video on the simple past tense. Then I do another video on the present perfect tense. So maybe a third video will compare the two. So if you're following the channel, if you're watching the videos on the channel, you will be able to go back and say, oh yeah, we had this video about this one. Oh, now he's comparing the two. Okay, so there will be a sequence. And remember, we'll also be able to send you to the website so you can look at those. And I will make those connections for you, okay? As far as, teaching methodology, these are kind of questionable. Because I've been teaching English for so long, I've seen everything. It feels like I've seen all sorts of methods come and go. So at one point, it was like, what was it called? The functional method. Oh, functional method. I taught a course, several courses. I worked for someone that used the functional method. And if they saw me like teaching my students something different, something that was not the functional method, I could get fired. So it got to a point that I'd be like using the functional method, doing things with my students, and my students would say, "Can you just explain the grammar, please? Because I don't understand this." And I wanted to, but it's like, no, you have to use this method. So I don't get into that. Oh, nowadays, people are talking a lot about the comprehensible input method, which is not really even a method. I use comprehensible input, but it's not the whole thing. The whole channel is not comprehensible input channel, because comprehensible input is one part of learning. Okay, when I teach English, one part of that is to provide comprehensible input, and then more and more and more and more. Okay, sometimes I will not teach, like when I'm teaching my students in a class, sometimes I don't go into the grammar. I just give them examples, I explain how it's used and stuff. I don't go into the grammar. But sometimes I have to. I feel, okay, you're having a problem understanding this because you don't understand the structure of the language. Let's have a quick lesson on the grammar. So I don't have a problem teaching grammar if that's what you need. I don't have a problem giving you a lot of comprehensible input when it's the right thing to do. I don't have a problem even telling you, oh, here, memorize this. Because some people will say, oh, no, memorization is a horrible way to learn. Sometimes you need to memorize stuff, okay? Especially if you're an adult. Adults are good at memorizing some stuff. As long as you memorize it and then you apply it to the actual thing that you're memorizing it for. If you just memorize a lot of things, it doesn't mean you're going to be able to speak English. But sometimes you need to memorize a few things and go, oh, okay, now I understand. I understand the grammar. I memorized the forms. Now I can practice and feel confident that I'll be able to produce these sentences. And if I have a question, I can stop for a second and think about it and produce the correct sentence. Keep practicing until I don't need whatever I memorized anymore. It became part of the way I think. So my methodology, yeah, it's all of the above, whatever I feel that works, whatever, through my experience, what I believe works for a particular lesson. Some things I don't explain the grammar for. Some things I do explain the grammar for. Other things do comprehensible input. Sometimes, not all the times, it depends, okay? So again, I'm asking you to trust me. I know what I'm talking about a little bit, at least. I have a lot of experience. I've done a lot of reading and research and all of that. I know what works for students. What's with all the reading and writing videos? If you go to Snap Language Learner right now, you have like the whole series on the writing process, and then you have all these reading videos. So is it a reading and writing channel? No. Okay. Let me give you a really quick rundown on the channel history. So as I said, I've been teaching English for a long time. I teach at college. And one of the things that I wanted to do for my students, students who were learning English, was to create videos. Okay. So I started creating these reading videos for this reading course that I taught, because I could not find good videos on YouTube on reading at their level. So I started creating my reading videos, and I also teach a writing course. Again, I couldn't find good writing videos on YouTube for my students at their level, which was like intermediate to advanced. So I created a whole collection of videos on the writing process. I think it's great for any of you, if you're reading in English or writing in English, those are great videos for you to have, a good idea how to go about it, how you should write in English. Okay, but the channel is not a reading and writing channel. It is a Let's Learn English channel. Okay, it's a channel that will teach you reading, writing, grammar, listening and speaking, and expressions, phrasal verbs, vocabulary. I said vocabulary, right? So the reason right now the channel appears to have all these reading and writing videos only is because I haven't been posting to the channel as much as I should have or wanted to. Okay. We will also have some lessons on language and linguistics. Actually, if you go to the other channel, you will have a lot of lessons on language and linguistics. So why is that? I'm here to learn English. I don't care about language and linguistics. Well, because if you understand about language, okay, when you understand what language is, how language works, that helps you learn a new language. Okay, if you only speak one language, you don't think much about language, right? As soon as you start learning a new language, you start thinking about your language and the other language, and you start comparing. And having a good idea about how language works in general, not just the language you're learning, knowing a few things about linguistics, I find it interesting, and I think it's helpful for you to understand, how to go about learning a new language. But if you want to learn about language and linguistics, the other channel will probably give you a lot more information than Snap Language Learner. Some of the language and linguistic videos that I have there may be too difficult for some people, depending on the level of your English. So I may make a version of those videos for this channel, using simpler explanations, simpler vocabulary, and so forth. Okay. All right. Actually, I'm sorry. I talked about this already. Okay. The channel website integration. So just as a recap, if you're watching a video on YouTube, look at the description. There may be a lesson with practice. Or if you go to the website, you have a lesson. Part of the lesson, you have a video, which then sends you back to YouTube or sends you to YouTube. Then you go back to the website, do some practice. I don't know why I started talking about this back then. Okay, now plans. What are the plans for the channel? So I mentioned live streams. I want to schedule live streams, not like today that I just decided that's it. I have to do it. They will be scheduled. So I don't know, maybe every Wednesday and Saturday or something like that. I have some cool ideas, I think, for the live streams. I want to do lessons and practice, but also do some games, have something that's more relaxed, not just, lesson. Do like, I don't know, like vocabulary games, grammar games, things like that. Eventually, when I have enough watch hours on the channel, we'll do bonus videos for members. And ultimately, and this will be like for both channels, I'd like to create courses, to do online courses where you won't just be watching a video here, a video there, but I will compile a course that you can enroll in and take a course from beginning to end. Okay, so lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. So it will take me a while to get to that point. That's why I so much appreciate when you wonderful people like Ellison, Anas, Carlos, when you show up to these live streams and such, because you're showing so much support, and I need that to be able to keep creating videos and materials. How many videos will be posted to this channel? Well, at least once a week. I posted one last week. I'm doing the live stream right now. I'm working on a second grammar video. So at least once a week, more when the channel is monetized. Okay, I will explain what I mean by that. Okay, so how can you help me achieve this goal, monetize the channel, and so forth? Well, subscribe, engage with the channel. Okay, so when I post a video, just write a comment, write a question, just engage with the channel. YouTube likes that. If somebody watches a video and that's it, YouTube thinks, oh, so they watched the video. But if you watch a video, you like the video, and then you write a comment, YouTube goes, oh, so this video must have been really good because there's a lot of engagement. So the more engagement you have with the videos on the channel, the more YouTube will start showing my videos to other viewers, and then hopefully they will engage as well. And then, subscriptions go up and engagement keeps going up and so forth. Also, something that a lot of people don't think about is share the channel with other people. Tell people about Snap Language. Oh, I'm learning English and there's this channel. Or if you know somebody's also learning English, oh, check out this channel. That would really, really, really help me, like a lot, if you guys did that. I would really appreciate you doing that. So the drive here is, let's get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Okay, let me explain the 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. So as I mentioned, YouTube will give me features gradually. They do this because they don't want people like starting a channel, monetizing their videos, which means YouTube will show ads on their videos, but then they start doing illegal stuff, spam stuff, and then YouTube catches them and shuts down the channel. And then immediately they open a second channel, okay? And they start doing the same thing, and YouTube has to shut them down. So to prevent that problem from happening, a while back, I think it was about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, YouTube said, okay, that's it. Nobody can monetize a channel, which means if we show an ad before your video, you will not get any money until you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, which is a lot, okay? Right now, Snap Language Learner has 700 something subscribers, so that will not be a problem, okay? Very quickly, I should get to 1,000 subscribers, but I need 4,000 watch hours. So imagine, if I make a video that's 10 minutes long, I need 6 people to watch that video. Not just the beginning of the video, the whole video. I need 6 people to watch a 10-minute video for 1 hour. And I need 4,000 hours. That's a lot of people watching a lot of videos, okay? And YouTube does that on purpose because, as I explained, they don't want to start showing ads on channels that are not, not very good, or they're suspicious, right? So the sooner I get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, the sooner I'll be able to offer more to you, okay? So if you can help with that in any way, like, I don't know, post about Snap Language Learner on social media, tell your friends about the channel, have people come watch here. I got this really, really cool comment on a video the other day. It was a teacher. Actually, no, she emailed me through the website. It was a teacher, and she said, I've been giving links to your videos, and I've been talking about your channel to all my students and all my other teacher friends, all my colleagues. They all know about your channel because I really like your videos. I was like, oh, thank you so much. So imagine, she's just one person, and she is sending links and talking about the channel with I don't know how many people. Hopefully, if those people tell other people, I should be able to reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, which is, this 4,000 is the killer. It's a lot of hours. Okay, So if you can help, I'd really, really, really appreciate it, and I'll be able to give you more. Okay. All right. If you guys have any questions, that's the time to ask. We have Ellison from Brazil, Anas. I don't remember where Anas is from, and Carlos from Spain. Actually, I thought I was going to get 0 people in the chat room, so it's really nice to have 3. And maybe you guys left, so I don't know. I'll just wait for like a minute here or less to see if anybody has any questions, and then I'll just close. Let me see. Let me check what I have right now on the channel. Okay, so I need 1,000 subscribers, and I have 751 now. Actually, before I posted the last video, I had something like 710. So just one video, I was able to get about 40 subscribers. You guys are awesome, okay? So I know that this is the secret. You know, I just need to start posting and posting and posting videos. And then, you know, the more videos I post, the more people will subscribe. But out of the 4,000 watch hours, I have only 711. That's not a lot, not even close. Okay, it's not even a quarter. So hopefully when I start posting live streams and other videos, you know, content videos, hopefully, you know, more people will start hearing about the channel, and I'll get more and more and more subscribers and watch hours and all of that. All right, so how long has it been? 45 minutes. That's how much I had planned. Okay, so I'm not getting any questions from the chat room, so it's time for me to say thank you so much. I really look forward to a great few months with Snap Language Learner. I have a long list of videos that I'm already planning. I have a video on like preposition. Oh, the video I've been working on right now is the difference between very and to, like TOO. I have a video on prepositions, know what prepositions are. Then we'll have videos on how to use prepositions, like prepositions of time. Do you say in Monday, on Monday, at Monday? Okay, what's the difference between you have to do this on Monday and you have to do this by Monday? Things like that. Grammar, that should be, you know, easy to come up with. A lot of videos. I've already started creating videos on verb tenses. People have a really hard time with verb tenses, like the simple past and present continuous and present perfect. So I have a lot of those videos that I'm already planning. I just need, you know, your support right now so that I can get to 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, a lot of hours of people watching the videos, and I'll just continue creating, you know, these videos for you guys. I really look forward to it. I hope that one day Snap Language Learner will be one of the big English language channels. I think I can do it. I feel very positive about it. Snap Language, the other channel, I remember it took me, I don't remember, it took me weeks, like almost 6 months to get to like 100 subscribers. I kept posting videos and nobody was watching the videos. I'm close to 50,000 subscribers there now. I know that I can do it, and I know that I can count on you guys to make it possible, okay? All right, so Ellison, Anas, Carlos, thank you so much for showing up. And everybody else who couldn't come, and if you're watching this video right now, I appreciate your watching. All right, guys, take care.